You happy?
Look what you made me do.
Look what you made me do.
Hi sweet peas, it is Shaaba. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for clicking on my video. Today I'm joined by the wonderful Jamie.
I'm wonderful.
You are, sometimes. I mean, you probably already know this because hopefully you would have come here from Jamie's channel. That's kind of the purpose of this video. So, we have been talking a lot about couples on YouTube.
Yes.
And essentially what this video is a Q&A. Is that fair? Yeah?
Yeah.
Of real, honest, juicy questions. Just for you. We're going to answer as honestly as possible because we want to show our relationship in the most authentic way possible. Yeah. So, I went on Instagram and I asked with a photo, hi guys.
Yeah, it wasn't a photo of us though. Hi.
I didn't have any photos of us.
Here is a really nice photo of me by myself on holiday.
You couldn't even see me. I had to choose that one because I'd already posted like 3 photos of us in a row and I didn't have any nice couple ones left. So I put a photo on Instagram and I said, let it rip. Let us know your juicy relationship. You just spat on it. Your juicy relationship questions, and there's 2 things I have to mention. Number 1, thank you so much for those of you who did make this possible by giving us questions. Just like drama. Never mind. And secondly, you guys are bloody adorable. Like, I asked for juicy questions and I get quite a lot of
what's your favourite Disney film?
What's your favourite Disney film?
You told me about that one. It's cute though.
There are a few other really cute ones. You're just like so sweet and so innocent and so beautiful, and I love that. I love that. But we will not be answering those questions today because it just defeats the point of
We'll do another one. We can do like a extra cute, makes you want to vomit couple Q&A.
Completely cheesy, cliche, over the top. No, so without further ado,
you don't even drink coffee. I was going to be like, you had too much caffeine today, but no.
Let's get on with some juicy relationship questions. I'm just going to go through. If there are ones that you want to answer, we'll answer them. If the ones you don't want to answer, we won't answer them. Okay. And we'll let you know which ones we're not answering in the name of authenticity. Yeah? Yeah. So, if you have an argument, who usually wins?
Shaaba.
Asks barbecue saucy.
Barbecue sauce. If we have an argument, it's not about who wins.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't want to say
about
like
who wins.
Winning.
Actually, we can have an argument where like both of us are a bit wrong, or one of us is wrong but doesn't see it, so we're arguing. Most of the time I am the one in the wrong and Shaaba is right, which kind of means technically Shaaba wins most of the arguments, but it's not really like that. We always like come full circle in the end and it's like, I was wrong, I'm sorry. It's like, I maybe overacted a bit, I'm sorry, I love you. Kind of
spot on.
That's how it goes.
Yeah, normally. I would say that I win at arguments because I'm more rational than you. Like, you tend to...
I get very emotional and I'm just like,
you go off on some other rants and say things that don't make sense, and I'm just like, Jamie,
shut up.
just listen to what you just said.
Like,
do you understand what you just said?
And then we both like calm down for a little bit and then we have like a proper like grown-up chat.
Having said that, when I am wrong, and I am often wrong as well, not as often as you mind, but I am often wrong when it comes to things like that too.
You are a lot quicker at realising it.
And saying, mate, sorry.
Yeah. It's not
bye.
I'm not afraid of being wrong. It's just I, for some reason, don't see it for a while sometimes. But yeah.
Number 2, do you enjoy sex toys? If yes, which ones? You were the one who asked for juicy questions.
That is a juicy question.
Is that something you want to answer?
Well, it depends. I can give an answer, and then if you don't like it, you don't have to leave it in if it's too much personal detail. Okay. But I would say yes, but probably not the type that people would assume we would use given our type of couple we are.
You're right, yeah. I think that's fair to leave in. We'll let your minds wander with that.
It's just as fun without though, to be honest. Yep,
and I just want to say as well...
I feel like I'm blushing.
I don't want to make this like super serious or anything, but just because we put our relationships online, like you as well, just because you put your trans stuff online, and we have asked for these questions and we're doing this video to just remind people that relationships are not as perhaps as fluffy and positive as edited videos can make it seem. Everyone has the right to not answer certain things. Mm-hmm. So just want to put out there, you know? School lesson with Shaaba. Do your debates turn into arguments? Not really.
Occasionally though.
We have a ton of debates.
Yeah, we do. Like, we debate a lot. Like, we have quite a lot of like in-depth conversations about like morals and religion.
Politics.
And, it's something I really enjoy about a relationship, and it's like part of the reasons why we formed such a good friendship, because we would just chat for hours. Like, even after nearly 7 years with you, we never run out of stuff to talk about, and I love it.
When we went on holiday to Sicily, I was like, shit,
You're
Jamie, I'm really worried that if we go out just
what
the
if
two
we
of us...
realise that we're just boring together and we don't have anything to
what
say?
are we going to do, just the two of us alone for like 7 days? Like, what?
We literally just talked to each other for 7 days and went on an adventure. It was great. But I think occasionally, if we disagree on a point that we're both quite passionate about, or like, actually this more so happens sometimes with you, you'll think that like my morality on a subject is slightly off because it's not quite the same as you.
You're right, I'm a lot
or
more
like
stubborn with
maybe
those
a bit
kind of
more
things.
harsh about something that's happening, and you'll be like, don't be so quick to judge. And I agree with
Yeah,
that, but occasionally
yeah.
it can turn into an argument, and that's when I don't quite see that I'm being a little bit too extra because maybe something bad has happened that day. Do you know
Not
what I
just
mean?
on you though, I guess it's me too. Like,
Yeah, but it's more
I
me.
don't like it when we have things that I think is right and you're not on the same page as me.
Yeah.
With that. It really doesn't happen very often.
Yeah.
But when it does, I'm like, wait, what?
It's probably happened like less than a handful of times in our
Most
entire
definitely.
relationship.
In fact, I can count like 2 examples of when it has happened. Not
Yeah.
that it's appropriate to discuss because
Yeah.
it involves other people. Favourite thing to do together? That's one of the really nice questions.
Sorry.
So, so thank you for, we'll leave that one just now.
I like your phone, by the way.
This is your phone. Can you see how big they are for my hand?
Also, I just tweeted today that I've booked my next tattoo. That's my design right there.
Not that you can see it.
No,
It's
it's upside down, but just
Back to front. Upside down?
back to...
Inside out. What?
Basically, the design is on the phone. Yeah, it's the wrong way around for you to see it.
Oh my god, I'm like mind blown
I
right
don't
now.
know what to say.
How did you find going on holiday abroad together for the first time?
I think we just answered that. Yeah, you said you were worried that we weren't going to have
Oh yeah.
stuff to say, but yeah, it was really good fun. You were
Which one
right.
of you usually kills the spiders? Okay, this is one of these questions, but I'll leave it in anyway. It's entirely Jamie because I'm a complete
No,
wuss.
except I don't kill them
When it comes to spiders,
because
yes.
I'm not allowed to.
I never let Jamie
put
kill
a
them.
cup, card, throw it outside. Although I think that kills most house spiders, but I'm sorry, some of them are massive and they're not staying. I used to cry at the sight of spiders when I was a kid. It's Shaaba's fault that I'm now desensitized.
What kind of parents do you think each other would be? Ah, I love this. Thank you, Clyde Good 12.
Okay.
What I'm going to do is I'm not going to listen, and then I'm going to say, and then in edit we'll see if we said the same or similar things. Ready? Say that again.
Can you hear me?
I can hear that you're making noises. If I look at you, I'll be able to say it, so I'm going to
Okay.
shut my eyes and go...
Right, so I think that Shaaba is going to be like the kind of quite bossy, protective mum, and I'm going to be like the cool dad that the kids come to when mum says no, but then at the same time I will be quite protective. But yeah, I think I'm going to be the fun one and Shaaba's going to be the sensible one. So when they're like younger, maybe I'll be like the favourite. I don't know. No, favourites isn't a good thing. There won't be favourites, but I think I'll be fun. Shaaba will be like the punisher. Oh, I don't know, that sounds wrong. Okay, I'm just going to stop talking. Okay, Shaaba. Shaaba. Okay, ready? Wait, no, because you didn't hear mine, so why don't you just say it and we can find out now?
Okay, alright.
Okay.
I'll do myself first. I think I would be a very... I think I'm going to be the bad cop. I'm going to be like the strict one that nobody really likes out of my kids. But on matters that they think you will be okay with, I will be more okay with. Does that make sense? So you will be the one to let them eat lots of chocolate before dinner and that sort of thing. But I will be the one that lets them stay overnight after prom. But you're going to be the overprotective one in that sense.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're going to be more overprotective, but I'm going to be more strict. I think you're going to be like the cool, hip alternative. I still play drums and dye my hair and whatever, and I'm probably going to be on the PSA or PTA, whatever it's called. Like, not PSA, that's public service announcement.
I said that you would be the stricter parent and I would be the more fun parent, basically, particularly when they're younger.
Though I feel when we're older that will switch roles, like when they're teens,
Yeah.
especially if we have girls, like I feel like you're going to be more strict.
Do you think I'm going to take on that like really stereotypical role of like the protective dad of my teenage daughters?
Yeah, like I cannot wait. I hope we do have at least one girl, and I cannot wait
I want
for the
girls.
moment where they bring a partner and you're like, bitch, get them in here. I can just see that already, how you're going to be, and I'm just going to be in their corner like... And one thing that I think we can agree on, we are going to be so broke from buying the most ridiculous, insane, terribly branded clothes.
Shaaba
for our
already
babies.
wants to start buying the clothes from like Primark and stuff.
We went in H&M today and there's beautiful, beautiful tiny little shirt with like really small retro watercoloured painted race cars. I just wanted to get it. I'm saying to Jamie now, like, I know babies are like way, but I was just like, let's just get it. It will still look cute on them in like 10 years time.
When we were in Tesco, Stefan saw the most adorable like little tiger onesie and he was trying to get your attention, but you were looking for toothpaste.
Oh.
But it was so cute. But then I told him, I was like, no, don't take it, Tab, because you'll want to buy it. Stop it, put it away.
Since you two have been together for so long, how do you keep things exciting? P.S. You're both delightful and demand more fun videos of you doing fun things together, like acting out The Sims for 24 hours.
Oh, well, that won't happen again.
Thank you, Mandarin. If I'm saying that right, I'm sorry if I'm not. To be honest, it is something we struggle with, I would say.
Yeah, it's something where you're like, oh, what is there new that we've not done together? And I'm not really like somebody who's very up for like adventures and trying new stuff.
And Jamie's not very social either.
Yeah. But I feel like it automatically keeps exciting in one sense because we just always have stuff to talk about.
That sounds really boring though, and it is quite boring, and that's fine. Like, it's fine. I do think we're perhaps now a bit more of a boring couple, especially because a lot of our time when we're not working separately, we spend working together.
Yeah.
On things like YouTube, on things like True to Me, you know, like we're just always doing perhaps more serious things.
But I do always think there's this kind of like misconception that relationships just always have to be exciting.
Yeah.
Relationships can be like really fulfilling and loving and completely the right thing for you without being exciting all the time.
And I'll be honest, like, I have just as much fun sitting in a onesie or butt naked, eating takeout, playing games or watching a movie as I do when we go to a theme park or go to Denmark to do a modelling gig. I was just trying to think of like the two extremes.
Oh, get us.
No. You know what I mean? Like just the two like ultimate excitement.
No,
versus,
and I think another thing that
really
keeps a long-term relationship exciting is just still enjoying each other's company. So like whatever you're doing, unless it's something really horrible, you still enjoy it. Like you said, just sitting on the sofa eating takeout.
Yeah.
Just being us.
I would say as well, it involves making an effort, which to be honest is something that we don't do enough right now, I feel. But you know, like there are times, like quite recently, I was just like, I feel a bit shit about us as a couple. Like I feel like we're not being very coupley and it's just something that I'm a little bit worried about right now. And then we schedule time to be more coupley and we realise actually we've not done anything together except for wash the dishes or, you know, like edit videos.
And going through those kind of like peaks and troughs in a relationship is normal. Doesn't mean you're going to break up. It's okay to turn around and be like, we've not been very together recently. Let's make more of an effort.
Let's fix that.
Yeah, and that's fine. And
it's just
good.
Life gets in the way.
It's important to recognise that and not be offended when your partner tells you it.
Yeah. Communication is
then,
key.
yeah.
I mean, that's the answer to life, really.
Yeah, communication.
The other thing that I will say is one thing that we've not yet implemented, but that I want to, and you also on board with the idea. I've got like a jar. Yes,
oh yeah,
and
the
little
date
lollipop
jar.
sticks. So it's going to be a date jar, and on each lollipop stick on the other end, we're going to write things that either one of us or both of us enjoy doing. I know it sounds weird, like scheduling couple time. It's going to be fun.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay, what's the best quality of the other person? Again, very adorable, but not for this video. How has your relationship changed over the years? You got together when you were very young, and I figure that basically growing up together affects a relationship.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a brilliant question.
And I think
all the little gays.
there's several different like pathways that relationships that start really young can take. And I'm not saying like ours has grown perfectly or whatever, but I think there's two main things where like as you're growing up, you grow together and you stay together, but you also grow as people as well within that. Or there's other ones where you grow up and like you're just growing to be more and more dependent on the other person. And then there's kind of a third one where you just grow apart. And I do feel like we fit more in that first one where we have both grown up, but we've heavily influenced how each other's grown. But because I feel like being with you makes me a better person, it's influenced me growing up in a very positive way.
I was just gonna say, I feel like as we've grown up though, we have grown into different people, like in different ways. Because we got together when we were 17, which was really young. And like, if I think about how much we've grown and the animosity that we face towards our relationship because of you being trans, and not so for me being brown, but you know, like because of that stuff, I feel like we were forced at quite an early on
so like young age
to decide that we were serious with our
and really
relationship.
early in the relationship.
That's what
Although we'd been friends for a year, we'd only been in a relationship for like 3 months before we had to really go, no, we need to actually commit to this properly.
Because I like dabbled in relationships before, but like my parents never really knew about it. Like my mum's side, who are really, really strict. So this is going to sound so cheesy, but when I was like, yes, I want to fight for you because this is worth it, we had to really think, is this worth it? Yes, this is worth it, really early on.
I didn't have a worry that when that fight ended and we were accepted, that we'd then go, oh.
I did. I worried about that. No, because it's a thing, right? Like, you see a lot of people get together when they're really young and rely on each other because of hardships that they face, and then they don't face that, and they grow up, and then they're like,
no, I get
why are we together?
Someone we know said that to us. Do you remember? When we first got together, you were dealing with your family situation, but getting together with me made it worse, but then it also kind of helped you generally with the family situation because you kind of got out of it.
Yeah.
And then being with you helped me with my transition. And then like my physical transition is coming to an end. It's not something that is difficult in my life anymore. Your family isn't something that's difficult in your life anymore. So like those hardships that like really pushed us together in the beginning, they're not what hold us together.
No.
We're not together because we feel like we need each other. We're together because we want each other. Like, I still want you.
I do, however, feel though our relationship has become a lot more liberating now because I feel like we're together now because we want to be together and not because we're fighting to prove a point.
Yeah.
Not that I felt that when we got together, but I did kind of question, like, if this relationship is causing us so much hassle, like, why are we together? Because we need to fight the good fight, you know, like, really early on. But then I was like, well, does that mean I'm not doing it because I love you? But no, I do. It's fine. It stopped and we're still together, so I guess you're kind of cool. Right. What goals do you wish to accomplish together as a couple? Is that a juicy question? Okay. What's a silly argument you've never been able to settle? That's a good one. Thank you, Planterman. Alright, here's the most recent one that we also still have not settled yet. Let's not argue again.
The placement of the bin in the kitchen.
Placement of the bin in the damn kitchen. So I think it should go in front of the dishwasher.
I think it should go in front of the other side.
In front of the door, obscuring the other door, which we open all the time.
No, it doesn't obscure. Okay. We're actually... But the compromise is that we will try it in both places and whichever works best.
Except, and don't think I didn't notice this, I moved it to in front of the dishwasher this morning, and when we came back this afternoon, it was in front of the door.
Actually, I moved it back this morning because I did the dishwasher this morning.
You should have moved it back afterwards then.
Yeah, but that's just a pain in the ass.
You're a pain in the ass.
I went and got something from the cupboard it's in front of, and I didn't have to move it to get in the cupboard.
We're not keeping it there. Next question. What's been the biggest challenge to your relationship, or in your relationship, from a chicken burger?
What?
I love your Instagram names. They make me so happy.
Well, your family would be the obvious one, but it kind of pushed us together. I would say my anxiety.
Yeah, I'd say so too.
Yeah.
Of all the time that we've been together, it's the only recurring thing that has, like, constantly and quite seriously nearly broken us up.
Yeah, yeah.
Though I fully support that anxiety exists, etc.
No, I know. It was something that, like, you know, if we're being all honest here, you were very bad with in the beginning,
so
and you didn't believe it was a real thing. You thought that
I understood that it existed. I just didn't understand how it affected you and like why it meant you couldn't do certain things.
Yeah, and you were kind of like, but it's really easy to go to London.
Just do it.
Like, what's the issue? Just get on a train and do it.
Yeah.
Like, I had a lot of anxiety over travelling.
I felt that it meant that a lot of opportunities that you or we were being given, you were being hindered by. And I didn't think that was fair on you.
Holding me and us back in life.
Mostly you back at the time.
Yeah, and like, we have had quite a lot of very big arguments and very serious discussions because of it, because it's like, it's not fair to push somebody past a point that they're ready to go to. It's always good to push. Like, you've helped me push a lot with my anxiety, and I know that it's the right thing to do. It's scary, and like, I haven't always liked you for it, but I know it's the right thing to keep pushing little by little and like chipping away at it. But you can't push too much all in one go, otherwise it's not gonna work.
Yeah.
But
I was so incredibly unsensitive to it beforehand.
Yeah.
Insensitive.
But like, on one hand, where it's unfair to push somebody so far, it's also unfair to hold somebody else back. So like,
that was the thing.
That's where we've clashed on it.
So I was saying, there are things that I want out of life, which means that I don't want to be just stuck at home not doing anything. I want to speak to new people all the time. I want to travel and take every opportunity I can to go and explore and see new places. But that wasn't something that you wanted to do because of your anxiety. So I was asking you, is this something that you want to do, but you feel like you can't, in which case it's something that we can work on? Or is it something you don't want to do? Because if it's something that you don't want to do, it's unfair on either of us to be together. It's unfair on you to make you do that, and it's unfair on me to not be able to do that with the person I love. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But when it was your anxiety, we were able to
over
like, many years.
Because I think it's difficult if you completely disagree on a want over like a big goal that's going to be a big part of your life. You need to kind of agree on those things. It's almost like a slightly less serious version of one person wanting kids and the
Oh my
other
god, I was
person
just gonna
not.
say that.
It's kind of
Yeah.
like, it's not, I don't think it's as extreme
No.
as that, but it's kind of reaching that point where like you want to fulfill certain things in your life, but if I didn't want to do that, it would
Well, I was just
make you
thinking,
feel held
It's
back.
maybe as if someone said, yes, I also want to have kids, but I'm terrified of them, but it's something that I want to work to eradicate.
Yeah, that's where we're at. Where like,
Yeah.
I'm so much better. Like, we went on holiday abroad this year. We go like so many more places. I don't freak out every time we go to London. Like, we take these opportunities, even if it's like the next day and we have to go down to London, because I never would have done that a few years ago. So like, I'm so much better.
And we're still not there yet.
Oh yeah, no, we're not there. Like, I couldn't fly to Australia.
And oh my gosh, it's not just you as well, like me as well. Like I snap and I'm not as perhaps accommodating as I should be when you do have episodes of you being really anxious, especially when it's like short notice or things have been planned for a while and then.
Yeah, but you are the person that knows it the best, and even though you don't always react in the best way, you react better than anybody else.
Do you ever get random negative thoughts like, what if Jamie someday won't like you? I get thoughts like these sometimes. I do get thoughts like that quite a lot of the time.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like I'm punching quite a bit. Like,
You do punch me quite a lot. No. Oh.
no, I don't. Clarify that right now.
No. Playfully. No, you're not punching.
I know I am, but it's okay.
She's not. Guys, tell her she's not.
Don't.
You're really...
It's fine. I accept it. It is okay. But I do sort of feel kind of insecure, mostly because, and it's not just you, like, don't get all high up on your horse, right, and get big-headed and stuff. It's more me, like, I don't understand why anyone would want to date me.
But that's how I feel about
I hate myself. In many ways.
But like, I look at
I think it's a
myself.
universal thing.
I look at myself, and like the whole trans thing was really. I was always like, oh my god, like I feel secure in this relationship, but what if one day you're just like, I want to go be with the cis guy, and like, what if the whole kids and like, but what if the whole kids thing really got to you, and you were like, I can't deal with it, and like just loads of different things where like I did used to, and they were all transition related. Okay, that'll stop recording. I have no idea. I think I was saying something like, I'm secure enough. I know you love me. But it's okay to have those thoughts,
Yeah.
but it's also good to communicate them with your partner and just be like, look, I know you love me, but like I just keep having these thoughts.
So yeah, I think everybody has those, and communication is key.
Yeah.
Cool. If you had the opportunity to change one thing about the other person, what would it be? From Jamie Sherlock.
I would increase your self-esteem over the way you look.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say like, change how messy you are.
No.
Really?
Yeah, because I can deal with your messiness, but the thing that's like hardest to see and live with you is how low your self-esteem is with how you look. Because
No, I think I'm pretty sometimes.
I think, yes, but I find you beautiful. You are the most beautiful person. Okay, this is like extra cheese, but
Enough,
you really...
enough.
No, I'm finishing. But you really are.
Thank you.
And I wish that you could see yourself as beautiful as I see you.
That's very sweet.
Because you are beautiful. So that's what I would do. I'd increase your self-esteem.
What would I do? I would get rid of your anxiety, for
There we
sure.
go.
For your benefit, not for my own.
Yeah.
Just because I see how much you struggle with it sometimes and how much it holds you back. And I see when it's not holding you back, how alight and confident and happy you are. And I want you to be able to experience it all the time.
Where's your magic wand? Can I like get it? Can I get it?
I don't know why you're searching my butt for it.
It just seems you don't have pockets. I mean, where else would you keep a wand?
Up my arse, obviously. Oh my gosh, there's so many. Hang on. What's the biggest pet peeve about the other?
Messy.
It is the messy,
Yeah.
so that's my pet peeve.
Yeah, Shaaba's messy.
Messy.
Like, ooey,
What's your pet peeve?
grumpy.
Yeah, but is that a pet peeve?
I don't know.
Maybe your vanity? There are so many times where I see Jamie just sort of like checking himself out, or the way like you fiddle with your hair all the time, like it takes you a long time to get ready kind
I
of
paid money for this body. I'm gonna check it out.
thing. Most embarrassed you felt in front of each other? Do you want to talk about that now?
Because I know exactly when it is.
That's going to be another story time.
It's like the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to me, and it happened in front of Shaaba when we'd only been together for like 2 weeks.
And in front of my dad.
Yeah, but we're still together. I'm not gonna say what it is.
Oh, this is an interesting one. From Susanna. With all of Jamie's fears that you address sometimes in your vlogs, you need to be very patient. Do you ever feel tired of how much support and patience you need to have? I'm asking because I went through a similar situation. I was really angry sometimes and then I felt guilty because it wasn't their fault and he felt bad. I do feel annoyed and then I do feel guilty quite a lot of the time. But I never voice it to you because it's not your fault. Like, I think you summarised it perfectly in your comment. And for all the moments I feel bad about it, there are so many more moments and reasons why I should be with you that it kind of doesn't even compare. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense? I hope that articulated that well enough.
Well, it's kind of like, it can be a really frustrating time to get me somewhere, but then we have a great time when we're there. So it's kind of, it's worth that, like, oh, he was a bit annoying on the train.
It's not just that, but like, I'm with you for so many more reasons than just going out socially. That one thing that I know is not your fault and that we are working to change anyway is worth it. From Eleanor Coxey, do you find it difficult or do you feel pressure of having to be a perfect couple being online figures? It's very refreshing to see you talk about you and Jamie arguing in your vlogs because everyone's relationship that's perfect on social media. P.S. Love you both. Love you too. Thank you. And that's exactly why we're doing this video.
And it's why we've made the video that's going to be on my channel as well.
Yes, for sure.
Do you know, I don't feel any pressure to give across this image that we're perfect and that we're always in love and that we always like each other, because sometimes I don't like you. But, you know,
Same.
and that's fine, that's normal. But what I do feel is, like, because there aren't many people out there who do it, so just like, they show that they argue, they talk about it, they say they're not the perfect couple. And it's not anybody's fault, but it just, like, it means that the only pressure I feel is, like, I know if you put something in your vlog that's like a bit more kind of real life, shows me being a bit snappy or something, people pick up on it so quick.
Yeah.
And they're
Online
so,
warriors, there are
so
many of you
quick
around.
to judge and say, like, oh my god, like, you deserve better than that, or he deserves better than that. And it's like, no, this is like a real relationship. People fall out, people say stuff they don't mean. As long as it's not getting to that point where it's like kind of hurtful and like becoming a cycle of really treating somebody badly. If it's just like the normal like bickering and the normal like slight snap because you're grumpy and then you kind of make up later, that's that's just what happens. So like, I feel no pressure to portray as a perfect couple, but I just hate the fact that any tiny little thing that happens, there's always 2 or 3 people that are like, oh, he's horrible. And it's like, no, I was just a bit grumpy that day and we fell out.
Or vice versa.
Yeah.
You know, people say the same on your vlogs and videos. There are so many people who be like, oh, you can do better. I think if anything, there's more pressure to portray ourselves as a non-perfect couple. At least for me, it's like a personal mission to make sure, because I vlog my life, you know, I edit out, it's not that I edit things out. If I'm in a really terrible mood, I simply won't film. If we're arguing to the point where we're crying and shouting at each other, of course I'm not gonna film that, you know, and it's not for anyone's benefit but my own. These things happen, but that's not why I vlog. However, if we do argue in that way, I will say afterwards, we've had an argument, blah blah blah. You know, I never tried to hide it. There's just
like you filmed me making you apology brownies because I was a dick.
Yes.
Everybody's a bit of a dick sometimes. Yeah. Recognise it.
Everybody gets high sometimes, you know. What is that song?
Everyone gets high.
Oh! Yeah, never mind. What's the most exciting thing about being an interracial couple? The struggles are always talked about, but never the exciting things. Love you. Mwah. From Shania. It's a good question. Are you telling me you don't find it hot and sexy when we have to adjust brightness levels to match our skin?
No, I was just thinking, like, exciting, like...
I think there are quite a few exciting things.
I mean, it's been really exciting,
like becoming part of a different culture.
Yeah.
And like learning about it and kind of being accepted into your family and stuff.
And similarly, like Burns Night is something that your Scottish family
like being introduced to new traditions and stuff.
I didn't know you put wine in spag bowl. I smelled sunscreen for the first time and used it. Like, that was really exciting.
I got burnt on holiday like a lobster with like factor 50 on, and you were just like...
And I was just like, whack! I can see my hand!
Yeah, like when we first got together, you'd do that and be like, oh my god.
It goes red! It's white! Like, what is this? When we take out my little sisters, Taya and Tizana, and people think that we're the parents.
Yeah, because they're
they're
interracial kids and we technically are old enough to be their parents. Yeah.
Okay, I'm only going to do a few more. Right. Have you ever noticed the other person looking at someone and get a little jealous? From peoplearestrange_18.
We are both completely cool with the other person window shopping.
Oh my god, I window shop all the time.
Like,
I'll actually go,
yeah,
that girl's so hot, or that guy's so hot.
And I do the same thing. And
I mean, I wouldn't point.
Yeah.
In real life, if it was on telly, probably.
But it never bothers me. If you go like, oh, that person's really attractive, I'm just like, okay.
does bother me sometimes. I
Oh,
like
sorry.
it's you're perfect within your right to do it, and quite often I entirely agree with you. But there are a few times where I do get a little bit jealous. For example, recently, for any of you watching the Bake Off, there is a girl on the Bake Off called Ruby. Not the Ruby before. She was like insanely gorgeous and also very talented. This Ruby is Asian. I do think Jamie has a type for Asians, but just every time it's on, like Jamie will be like, Ruby, and I'm like,
Yeah, but now I do it more just to wind you up a little bit.
I don't know, but just because I do think she's really pretty, and I know she's prettier than me, so
I don't think
I
she's
guess
prettier than you.
Oh,
It's
no,
just,
I'm not.
it's just.
But yeah, I do get a little bit jealous sometimes, but I never want you to stop doing that, obviously, because just like I know that you
Yeah.
do the same for me. Like you get jealous, especially if it's someone that we know, like in person.
Yeah.
And if I'm like, hey, that person's really good looking, especially if it's a guy, Jamie would be like,
Especially if his muscles are bigger than mine, and that's not hard. So.
when's the wedding? Watch
Later.
this space. So many wedding questions. Did either of you ever had a what am I doing? Oh my gosh, this is my best friend moment?
When we first got together,
Yeah.
our first kiss was that. It was kind of like, you're my best friend. What are we doing? I can't stop, but no!
Not that you said that.
No, it was going through my head. I was like, and then when we were kissing, I was like, I'm making out with my best friend. Oh my god, I'm making out with my best friend.
That face.
Like, oh my god, this is so weird. That Shaaba brush is so pretty.
Alright. Okay, this is the last one.
Definitely
so I'm just
blushing now. Can you see that?
That's another thing that's quite exciting about Interrelation. I didn't
You didn't
realise
realise people blushed.
And I didn't realise how much I don't go into colours. And
Yeah.
then, like, white people are actually insanely colourful. You go, like, lots of different colours when you're cold, when you're warm, when you're embarrassed, like, when you're ill. But
Yeah.
also, I've noticed my colours because you point it out to me.
Oh yeah, I know when you're really ill because you go in this kind of gross green colour.
I'm like a green... like, James like, you look like phlegm. Right, this is the last one. It's very long, so I'm just gonna read it. One thing that truly gets on your nerves and drives you absolutely crazy mad, but one thing that reminds you every day that your heart's absolutely crazy about the other.
I've got like a trivial set and then a serious set.
Alright,
You
let's
ready?
go for it.
Right, trivial.
Yeah.
Your mess drives me mad, but your laugh makes me love you more every day.
Okay.
Like your laugh is just my life. Like, oh my god. More serious, it's like your lack of belief in yourself sometimes about
Oh,
certain things and
okay.
about like your appearance and like the appearance thing again as well. And then the thing that I love is just like I just think you're an amazing person. Like your heart is just always in like the right place. And we see me in the eyeball. Oh my god! I just said that you're a lovely person.
I
You just
didn't
poked me in the
know.
eye.
You're just going too cheesy. I'm sorry, I didn't mean
No,
to.
but like you
Is
don't.
your eye okay?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
You might not always say or do the right thing. Nobody ever does. Shut up. But your heart's always in the right place, and you always want to do the best thing and be the best person you can be. Can you stop it? I feel like I've just made you shut down.
This is just like too much.
Okay, your turn.
Like, I will slate our relationship until the girls come home, but that was very sweet. Thank you.
Oh yeah, but like when people like we're talking to people and they're like, oh, that's so cute. I'm just like,
Okay, for you, what was the question? Oh, one it really gets on your nerves. Okay, for you, I've already covered like the anxiety and stuff. It would probably be the grumpiness that gets on my nerves
Yeah,
the most.
no.
Like the fact that like even in like situations where I would probably be happy or try to maintain a happier outcome because there's nothing you can do, you'll get like really down with certain things and just like moan or feel defeated and walk away, that kind of thing. But the thing that makes up for it is, there's nothing.
oh my god.
No, the thing that makes up for it is definitely, I guess it's on the flip side of that. When you're not like that, and you're not like that the majority of the time, you are the funniest person I know. You just make me laugh and feel like an abundance of love. I don't do compliments very well.
You don't take or give compliments very well, and you
Hey,
don't.
I said you're good looking and stuff.
Point improvement. And you're also awful at sympathy. When I'm ill, Shaba's just like throwing tissues at me, like.
Shut, stop coughing.
Yeah.
So I think that was fun.
Yes.
Were they juicy enough questions?
Like a peach.
I feel like that was a really authentic talk about us as a couple though.
Yeah.
I feel like I answered a lot more questions than I thought I would have done.
I love you more.
Then I love you.
No, it was just supposed to be like we've had a very real chat and now I just love you more.
After making the video. Right, yes. No, I love you too.
But yeah, I think I love you more than you love me.
I think that's bollocks.
Well, then we're both right.
I'm gonna sneeze. It's gone. Drama. I just keep saying that at the moment. My initial one was tacos!
That was my text overall. Every time I got a message, it was like, tacos!
And now I just walk around everywhere going, drama. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you see now, not now as if it wasn't before, but I hope that we can help you see that all couples are not perfect. Just because some people, or even us at times, may not show the nastier side of things, it doesn't mean that we're a perfect couple all the time. There's no such thing as perfect. He's certainly not perfect.
She's certainly
I'm
not perfect.
just a little bit perfect. So thank you so much for watching. Do give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you would like to see more. And of course, if you haven't already, please check out Jamie's wonderful channel and the video that we did on Jamie's channel already.
I think this one's better.
What?
Channel.
The channel?
This channel's better.
It's cute. I like them both the same. And yeah, I guess that's it. We'll see you next Monday with another vlog.
Yes.
Where Jamie will likely be grumpy.
Yes.
And I will likely be messy. But hey, c'est la vie. Be kind and have a great day.
Bye.